Hey, good morning. Welcome to Podcasts from the Pit. I'm Casey. With me, as always, is my good buddy Eric Hillbilly Harper. Joining us again. It's been too long, Will, but
Yes,
Will Ham Toy and Hobby.
Good
we've
morning,
missed you,
fellas.
buddy.
Yes. And for the first time, Dennis from Level 7 Toys.
Hey, everybody.
Uh,
Welcome to
yeah,
the pit.
we've been
Thank
talking
you.
this over since Joe Fest. We're like, man, we got to get Level 7 on. Eric's
Yes.
been like every other week. Come on, man, let's get Level 7 on. And everything lined up, and I'm excited for it today.
Well,
So happy
I'm
to have you.
excited. I'm very excited that, like I was saying, that you guys even thought about me to be on here because it's just great. I mean, you guys, you spend your time going off and doing these channels and think that my little store is worthy to show everybody. It's very humbling. I appreciate it.
Well, like I said, we're a little show, and
Yeah.
we'll do our best to get you out there, and hopefully some of our
Ah,
friends will be like, hey, let's get them on too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I mean, it really doesn't matter how big someone gets or whatever. It's to be able to share that time and one of the things I love about Joe Fest is just to be able to talk shop with everybody. Um, like my wife, we were thinking about making up T-shirts that says because anybody that comes up, I'm like, hey, what do you do? What do you got? What do you collect? And what are you looking for? And it doesn't matter if it's at my table or not. I just love being able to, because we're adults. We don't go to school. We're not playing out in the play yard with our toys and everything else. So we have to have some kind of outlet to talk. My poor wife, she gets to hear all of my toy stories. So it's nice to share it with other toy enthusiasts.
Yeah, and when I say little show, I just mean we're growing all the time,
Yeah,
and honestly, if we didn't even grow anymore, I just do this because it's fun, and I get to talk to
yeah,
my friends every week.
Yep.
yeah. I
So,
think that's
And
important.
oh
the
yeah,
main reason, one of the main reasons I wanted to get you on here is I was so impressed with you at Joe Fest,
Thank you.
and I was like, on Sunday I was going around and talking to people, like interviewing them, and I was on the way to your booth. I was like, where'd he go?
Yeah. Yeah, well, we try to
And
get out of there early on Sundays just because we were working Monday and to drive
Sure.
home and
But yeah, I was saying I dragged someone over there and he was gone. I was
yeah,
like, wait, no, I swear there was a guy
yeah.
here. He had magical things and I didn't
and
Yeah.
imagine it.
and by dragging, Will means he had him by the back of the neck, picked him up in the air,
No,
Yeah.
and was
I
carrying
think I
him.
was showing some of my Batman that I got from Dennis at Joe Fest. It's
it
awesome.
is awesome. Yeah,
Thank you.
I That's one thing. My one Joe Fest regret was not getting one of your detective
Well,
figures.
hmm
well, we might be able to fix that up. I don't want to make any promises because right now I'm swamped, but
That
we
cape
can definitely.
too.
Yeah, that cape
That's
is from
so nice.
Cape Master, but check this
Yeah.
out. Because everybody, 6 inches now starting to, well, not starting. Everybody's
Yeah.
loving it. So I thought I'd make a 6 inch of the detective.
So,
It
what
looks.
cape from Cape Master do you use for that?
Well, I used the one without the metal on it, so it's just the regular. Actually, well, I actually have some, but it's just the sewed up top. It doesn't have the
Okay,
metal on it, and it's the super
okay,
powered one. Yeah,
okay.
they're
see,
for like 5 inch, but
it works.
yeah,
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 Looks great.
I'm able to put it underneath his cape top, and it looks great. I mean,
hmm
that
Will,
cape
And
master guy does phenomenal work.
that's my
Will,
Batman. I grew up on the '80s Batman
Yeah, I
with
loved it.
the
As soon
Yeah,
as I
blue, the
saw it.
gray.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
As soon as I saw it,
yeah.
I had to have it. I was
It
like,
just looks so pretty.
yeah.
I
yeah.
mean, it's hard not to like, oh, and it reminds me of the superpowers figure. And I think it looks well. Of course, I made it. I think it looks great, but
So Peter Moline says he bought 10 of your character kits a couple months ago, and they're a lot of fun. He's almost done painting them all.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, I had for a while. I was selling eBerries O-ring figures, and I mean they were good. A lot of people loved them. I had quite a few of my favorites in there. Um, but to be honest, like when he pulled the to go off and pulled the Patreon down, I was kind of relieved because I mean I wasn't able to really work on my stuff because I was constantly making and but it also made me realize how I wanted to start doing O-ring stuff. And then I realized how I wanted to go off and do that.
Nice. Let's say hi to the chat real quick because I feel like we could talk about your toys all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
Nothing wrong with being excited.
No, it's awesome. Let's get. Looks
this
like
is
Will
one-
was first. Good morning, Will.
Will's
Morning, Will.
first. Will gets the prize.
Yay.
Followed by level 7.
He
Great
gets
to
the
have both
runner-up
of you here.
prize. Yeah.
Then
Thank
we
you.
rolling with ABC. Good morning.
Hey, buddy.
Our good buddy Wes. What's up?
Hey, big man.
Paul Morales. Good morning.
Hey.
Joe A. He's got Sunday Fun Day tomorrow night. I think 7 p.m. Eastern. Joe put that in the chat. Should be a good time. It's always a good time. I love doing that show.
He'll be talking about Monster Force.
Probably.
Oh yeah. Hey, did you guys see that that William Shatner fighting that giant snake with Big Bad Toy Store?
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, I went to
It
go
looks so
pre-order and
good.
it's already sold out. I was
Oh
like,
my god.
Oh,
you know, well, it's not supposed to be William Shatner, but it looks just like him, and I'm like, oh, I need it.
Good morning, Matthew.
Hey Matt, how are you?
he's one of the best guys out there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, I know
And
that
here's
guy.
another one.
Yes.
Bay Ray Bob.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Tell you, I love seeing Bay Ray Bob in the chat. Almost as much as I love seeing him on the show. So we got to work that out
Yeah.
again.
Yep.
Always have a good time with Bob. Yorktown Joe, good morning.
Good
How's it
morning.
going, buddy?
One of the things I love about our chat is they talk so much to each other, it's hard to keep up with, but I love it. Mudhorn, good morning.
Hey Ian, how are
Hey.
you, buddy?
Let's see.
Duh.
Here we go. Todd, good morning.
So,
Hey.
You know, he only lives, and correct me if I'm wrong, about 15 minutes from Joe Fest. Something like that.
really?
Something crazy.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to spend all 3 days with us this year. So that's going to be
great.
awesome.
Sweet.
Last year's going to be hard to top with Ronnie and Adam, but you
Yeah.
know, we've got some first timers coming this year. That's going to be a lot of fun too. Speaking of a legend, Ronnie Trickshot.
Oh, Ronnie, I was so impressed with him at Joe Fest last year. I didn't know whether I was coming or going.
You still broke your promise though.
I know it. I know it. Don't have to keep bringing that up.
Yeah, I do. It's funny. And here we go. 73 Lair Bear.
Hey,
Hey.
Another legend, off course.
Yep.
what's happening?
Hey, Michael Gene Fleming. Good morning.
Hey.
And I was waiting for one in toys. I just fell into watching a bunch of his reviews at work the other day. Yeah, I watched them at work. It was fun. Great show. If you guys don't subscribe to him, please check him out. Throw him a sub.
Definitely.
He's a good dude, and I really enjoy his style. Jezza, good morning.
I will be on G.I. Jetman show next Sunday evening at 8 p.m.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
Hey, Eric, I got bad
Hey.
news for Saturday next week.
What?
Calling for snow.
Oh, I love snow.
James, good morning.
Unless
Well-
you have to go to work in it.
Yeah.
And then-
Yeah, I work from home, so I'm like, yeah.
So looking out the window and seeing it's great. And
Oh,
then,
well, Casey, it's been a fun show, buddy. I'm gone.
Yeah, well, we're supposed to go to Winterfest
Oh,
in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. It's a GI Joe show.
Yeah.
oh, cool.
It's always fun.
Yeah, it's a great show.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Goon Collector. I think it's the first time I've seen you. So welcome to the show.
Yeah.
I want to collect, but I don't. Space is future Casey's problem. That's what I always tell myself when I want to buy something.
It really is a problem, though.
Yeah, but I find if I take something down to put something else up, if it stays in that box for a year, I obviously don't need it, and I'll sell it.
Yeah, I wish I could get over that part of it. I'm just a
Yeah.
hoarder. I'm like, maybe someday I'll have a warehouse, you know. And
Well, yeah.
keep
My
it
wife
for-
calls me a hoarder.
Yeah. Oh, wait,
Hey.
if you saw what I'm
Friendship.
dealing with.
Do I see
Friendship,
two
what's up?
Robo Skulls in your background?
Yes, he
That's
has
right.
a vintage.
That's right. I purposely kind of adjusted my thing because someone in the chat mentioned it. So I was like, oh, you mean
Anything
these?
Joe's.
Hey.
Good morning.
I love seeing anything Joe's.
Yeah. He is coming right here.
Hey, this guy
Chester.
right here is my sculptor.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done fabulous work on.
Oh, yeah,
I have a figure to showcase here in a little bit that he just finished up for me. Well, I actually got 3 that he's just recently done for me. And it's phenomenal. I used to buy this guy. Well, I still buy this guy's stuff. He's on CG Trader, so anybody who has 3D printer and stuff, his name is Toy Man Kid.
Okay.
Okay.
And he has some of the best parts and heads, and I can't brag on him enough. I've been buying his stuff on CG Trader for years, and he has done a couple personal heads for me. But then he went off, and I hit him up, and he's starting to do more figures and stuff like that for me. So I have a long list. So I'm hoping this year I can knock out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, happy to have you for sure.
His name is Mark. Well, that's what I call him.
Awesome.
Morning, Mark.
All right. So chat's awesome. A lot of great stuff going on. I feel like we got a lot of toy talking to do. So let's quickly go through what we got in recently.
All
Who wants
right.
to go first?
I'm pretty excited, so I'll go.
All right.
Last Saturday.
Hold on. Let me make. Well,
In
as our
bigging me?
friend Joe says, in bigging you.
So last Saturday, I got home, checked the mail. There's a package in the mail. I opened it up, and it was
Waffle House.
yes. Thanks, Jezza.
That's
Man,
awesome.
this is so cool. It will look great with my headquarters.
You know, Waffle House should sponsor us as much as we talk about them.
Yeah. I might contact them and say, hey,
Is that it?
but that is it.
It's
That's it?
awesome though. It's
Yeah.
very cool.
Yeah.
I love it. I need to
You
figure
got any
out.
figures handy to put next to it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It'll look good with the headquarters.
Yeah,
That's great.
I didn't even know they
Little
made
hillbilly.
those. Was that like for like a table topper or something?
I don't know. It's 3D printed.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
Those 3D printer guys, they'll do anything.
One in
So-
toys tag, great sign.
yeah, I need to get some little LED spotlights for it that like shine up on it.
Like that beacon in the night at 3 a.m. and you're
Yeah.
starving. Yeah.
Yeah.
Waffle
Or
House. I love it.
or 8 a.m. in the morning because I'm never out at 3 a.m.
You're missing out.
No, no. I'm a duddy fuddy.
Jezza says you're welcome.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it, man.
Print needs to be about 10 inches tall. Yeah. Yeah. But still cool. So cool.
Yes, very.
I'm happy with it.
That is true. I was joking anyway. All right. So I'll go with what I got because I'm pretty excited too.
Okay.
All right. So I'm 53 years old.
Motu?
When no, I didn't get any Motu this week. Sad to say. But I did get what's not a rabbit hole. It's not a rabbit hole. I'm just going to specify that right now. When Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles came out, I was too old to get them. But I love the cartoon, and I secretly wanted to buy them. So I made the plunge at 53 and got my first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Leonardo.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Good choice.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get the NECA. I don't have any NECA figures, so I got a deal on the movie figures.
Man.
It's my Raphael. They take to the stand really well. I like that,
Yeah.
so I don't have to worry about them
Looks awesome.
falling. But of course, I had to get Michelangelo, Leonardo,
Of course.
I'm sensing a rabbit hole.
Donatello.
Hey,
Oh,
that's a perfect.
Not a rabbit hole, but
you'll have
I was like, wait, hold on. They don't have a bad guy.
Ooh.
So, on a separate purchase, I got
That's
Shredder.
right.
is that
Nice.
Super Shredder.
It's from the Secret of the Ooze. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
He looks awesome. I can't wait to get him out and play with him. Of course, it's going to be a short rabbit hole. I want to get the originals, not all the like special ones. I just want the original 4, maybe Shredder. And
You need April. and
No,
Casey.
I don't need either one of them.
Well,
And
Some
I
foot
do
soldiers.
have.
You need some foot soldiers.
I got these new
Yeah.
ones ordered that should be in here today. They're like
Oh.
6.5 inch tall. They're from China. They have all this articulation. I can't pronounce the name of the company, or I would say it.
It's those new ones that just came out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can't wait to see those.
They look awesome.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll show those off next week. Hey, podcast from the sewer. Maybe. You never know. Podcast
That'd
from
be a good
Castle
one.
Grayskull was so fun.
yes.
So fun. No. Todd. Yeah. Toys are addictive. I did I don't know. I did Lawrence's show on Thursday, and he was amazed of what all I collect. He's like, "You collect a lot of stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, that's what my wife says." Actually, I don't know who looks forward to Joe Fest more, me or her, because she knows that's a weekend away where she doesn't have to hear about toys all the time, and I get to spend it with my friends. So it works out well for both of us. She's very supportive.
Kind of like that for me.
Yeah.
So,
Every time Eric's like, "Oh, I don't know if I could go," his wife's like, "You're going."
yeah. She's like, if anything, you need
Hey.
to support the podcast.
What's up?
Hey, Lawrence.
Yeah, it was a great
Lawrence,
show.
once again, had so much fun.
Yeah, I did.
So much fun.
I loved it. It was great. Great
I
episode.
stayed up way past my bedtime.
Same here. Yeah.
I gotta watch the replay.
All right, so who wants to go next? Level 7 or Will?
Will, you got anything?
Was this recent hauls?
Yeah.
So check out this dude. I've been seeing this guy around Instagram forever, and just never saw it on the shelves. And lo and behold, I was shopping and I picked
Oh,
it
wow.
up. What was it, last week? Yeah. And I forgot to show it on my show, so here you go. It's the Were Dragon from Altered Beast. They were doing those lines. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty fun, right?
Yeah.
That looks awesome. I didn't even know they had that figure.
Yeah. And I saw it on, I mean, it's been out for like 6 months now, but I just never saw it at my store. But for those who, this is probably old news for people that watched the show last week, but there's a lot of people here that maybe don't know my show or my channel. But,
Oh yeah, that's great.
I got this Leonard the Core Space Core or Space Force APC. It's pretty rad, man.
It
And
looks
has
pretty cool.
it's got some really nice innovations to it's obviously, inspired by the the GI Joe APC, but it has some really nice features that that one didn't have. And so these fold down, and then you've got like a little, I'm losing the guy, little play features there, stickers, and then you can see down inside you got plenty of room for figures. But yeah, really excellent. It was one that I didn't know they made the space version of it, and I saw it for a really good price on eBay there, so I picked that up. That was a lot of fun.
Very
And,
cool.
So white.
Yeah. This one I haven't opened yet, but once again, there's a guy on Instagram, Silent Interlude, and he was
Oh, yeah.
selling these, and I got this Conquest.
That's a
X-Thing
great vehicle.
at a great deal, and it's one of my favorite GI Joe Jet versions, and I've never had this paint job before, so really excited to have that.
Hey, just want to say good morning to Matthew Madsen. It's good to see you. And Ronnie is a huge fan of Leonard.
Yes.
He grabbed me at Joe Fest and drugged me over to this dealer during the lobby swap. He's like, "They've got a boomerang Billy. You have to buy it." And I was like, "Okay." So I bought him, and he's now sitting in my
That's
Havoc.
great. Oh, a really cool
Nice.
thing happened too. This is one thing where, some days I hate the internet because you look and it's just all negative stuff. And then some days you love the internet because I posted a picture of that on my Instagram, and I think I tagged like Leonard Toys in it.
Mhm.
The guy who designed that APC liked my post and then shared some of the original sketch art
That's awesome.
in the
Oh, nice.
revisions. And if you go over to my Instagram, I shared his story, but and I can't think of his name offhand. But how cool is that for the
That's-
on the internet there? And there was like he had notes on it where there was originally going to be tank treads for the back two wheels instead of
That would be
just the
cool.
regular wheels that are very squeaky. I don't know if you could hear them, but
Yeah.
and some other stuff that they changed out. But yeah, that was really cool. And it was just one of those days where I was like, see, this is one good use of the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I really liked it. Otherwise, that guy would have never knew that I loved this toy, and then shared his drawings. So that was really fun.
So Matthew said he got the Corpse cargo airplane. It looks like the one from G.I. Joe issue 21.
Yes,
That's awesome.
the Beast Bomber, I think it's called. Yeah, it's
That thing's massive,
it's
isn't
a,
it? It's
it's a
like
big Mama Jama. Yeah, it's got like a built-in handle on the top, I think, so like
Yeah.
so you could handle it. Yeah,
I passed that thing so many times at Toys R Us, and now I'm like,
yeah, I know. They were one. That was a toy line that people took for granted because you always
Yeah.
saw it on the shelves of Walmart and or Toys R Us, and now there's not many other than Cotswold Collectibles, who is a hero to the community for importing them. Now he got pallets worth of them, so you could pick up a lot of the vehicles from them.
Really?
Yeah, he got a bunch. It's more of the more modern vehicles. I'm trying to find the one that I got that
What's his name?
Cotswold Collectibles. This was my toy of the year last year. This is the Sky Knight plane, and
I'm following him. Okay. Oh yeah.
this thing is
That's
wicked,
so
man.
cool.
This is I was so happy. This thing's been out for years in several different paint jobs, but it was never like available. Well, there was some places that had it, but in the U.S. it was really hard to come by. And I saw some people like in other countries were able to buy them. I even saw videos where people had like the entire shelf was full of them, and I was so jealous. But so happy to get this.
It's awesome.
Yeah, those Lennard vehicles are they're so awesome. I
Yeah.
mean, I remember going to Big Lots and Walmart and Toys R Us and they've just been great. I mean, I have that APC. It's a great vehicle, and I was surprised, especially at the price of
And they're
these.
very well made. The vehicles
Yeah.
are sturdy. They hold up. They're
Yeah.
not like some of the knockoff stuff you find where it's like completely hollow inside and it's
Yeah.
like a shell of a vehicle. The plastic quality's fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, like I said,
Yeah.
it's a solid vehicle.
Yeah, I had built a sandbox in the back of my house at one time for my daughter and me, you know, and I went out and I had this spaceship. I had to buy another one, but I had this spaceship, and of course in the storyline it crashed into the sand, and it stayed out there for months, you know, and then you could pick it up, and it was just, I mean, it was dirty, but you know, it wasn't crumbling away or anything like that. I was really pleased with Lennard's vehicles and stuff that they made. They did a great job. That's a great find too.
All right, let's see what you got, Dennis.
All right, so a couple years ago, those Joy Toy Ninja Turtles came out, and those 4-inch ones.
Yes.
And
Yep.
I had my wife go off and buy me all 4 of them for Christmas one year. And of course, they're in the package. And I was like, do I really want to take them out of the package? You know, I felt like they were hard to get a hold of. Well, I had went to, for work, I had to go to South Carolina, and I went by Toy Federation, and they had a couple out there. And I was like, well, they didn't have Leonardo. But I went to the second best and I got Donatello, and I brought him home, and I just absolutely fell in love with him. I was like, this is so cool. So now I'm on the kick that I've went off and I bought so I have Donatello, so I bought Leonardo just the other day. He came in this week. I'm very excited. And then I got April O'Neil, and I don't know if it gets all blurry or whatnot.
No, that's good.
You know, a lot of people, they talk about how they fall apart, and you know, mine does. You know? My Donatello has popped apart, but I see what the problem is, and I mean, I'm able to put them back together. But I'm definitely thinking once I settle down on making my own stuff, I'm going to try to find a way of replacing that joint so that he doesn't just pop apart. But these are, I love them. I think they look fantastic.
They do
And
look good.
just
Yeah,
for
yeah.
posing,
Since
you know?
they first announced them, I've wanted them, but yeah, they are hard to come by, and the
Yeah.
price is a little higher, but yeah, it
Yeah.
looks fantastic.
Yeah, I got these. I got this in April for like $40 each.
Oh, nice.
You know,
That's
Yeah. Yeah, no, not at all. And then I wanted to also shout out, I am a wannabe tabletop gamer when I have time. I've watched so many games. My wife and I, we have a table cleared, and we go off and we buy, like, I got I just bought how do you pronounce it? Paracle, I think that's the name of it. And then Heroes Escape, or
Yeah,
where you
Heroes
don't where you don't need the DM.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So we went off and we would play it, and we played about an hour or two. And when we played Heroescape, we were, you know, we just picked 2 people, and we died pretty quick. But so we set it all up to play, and you know, it takes us a little bit, and then we only play for a little bit. With that being said, I love Warhammer, and the Space Marines and everything else. Well, there's a guy on Instagram, and just recently had a Patreon, and I think it's called JC Paint or something like that. and he went off and made this guy, and you can only get him on his Patreon, but it is a posable, maybe 2.5-inch mega construct scale Space Marine.
Nice.
Yeah, and I mean, I love it. I mean, I have a company, Fantasy Weavers, that I've partnered with to make some Joe Mega Constructs figures. And when this came out, when I saw this guy post this, because he just this is his first one that's the whole body. I was like, I got to get him so he can stand next to my Mega Construct GI Joes.
That's excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's cool.
Nice. Very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
thank you.
I am interested in getting some Joy Toy because I don't know if you saw this. I found this on Amazon right before
wow.
Christmas. It's like a Ninja Turtles box, but when you do this with it, it opens up into
Oh.
a
No
single
way.
play set, and it's all cardboard. So you know,
Yeah.
obviously, there's that, and there's some plastic pieces that attach to it too. This folds down. It's made for their whatever, like 5.5-inch scale figures or whatever, but I think I put a bunch of 1/18 scale figures in it, and it works perfectly. So
Wow.
I thought that would be great for those Joy Toy figures. It's on
Yeah.
Amazon, and it's like
Nice.
28 bucks or something. Very cool.
I seen
I
I seen
if you wanna
Dennis going
display
after
them.
the Amazon app.
Yeah. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah, very cool. So, you got stuff you want to show off, or you want me to hit up the slideshow and we can talk about that and take some
Yeah,
questions?
Well, yeah, we could do the well, you know what? I'm excited about this figure. Let me showcase this our new O-ring style
All right.
figure, and then we could go through the slideshow, and I could show some figures. So, like I was saying, after Stefan, who's eBerry, did his figures, he had made a somewhat close to the classified version of Snake Eyes, and it was definitely one of my favorites that he made. And I told myself, I said, well, I'm going to, the first chance I get, this is going to be the first figure I make. Well, I have done. So I went off and I asked Mark, who was just in here, to go ahead and make this figure. I don't know if you guys have the,
Yeah.
and I mean, I think it looks phenomenal.
Wow.
I mean, he's also gave me a backpack and stuff, but I haven't printed that out yet because I was just too excited to get this figure printed.
Yeah, that's
And
good.
yeah,
great.
I mean, he did a fantastic job. And one of the things that I wanted to showcase, well, I don't know what I did with my my other buck, but oh yeah, hold on there. One of the things that I wanted to make sure of when I did the O-ring figure, I wanted to make sure that it's as compatible with the original Joes as I could possibly make it. And but one of the things I really wanted to do, sorry about that, is give him swivel hands.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah. Awesome.
and you know, I felt like and what really kind of got me into it was the Wolverine that Stefan made. And no, I took them all. Stefan made a Wolverine, and the hands were statically down. And I, you know, everybody knows Wolverine's, you know, iconic pose is like this. So I was like, you know, if I ever make a Wolverine, I want to make sure that my hands will swivel. So we went off and made this, and I'm just so happy with it. The figure will be it'll be available on the store in February. I want to say the 1st, but I had quite a few orders this month, and I won't be adding anything until I make sure I'm caught up on making everything and getting it out. So
Cool.
Yeah.
please, whenever you do add that to
Oh, yeah.
to your store, do a post and tag us, and we'll share it, and I'll definitely buy one.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I'm not just saying because it's mine, but I think it looks so good. Did you guys get my picture that I sent yesterday in the chat? It has a close up of it if you can throw that up there.
Is that the one you added, Eric?
Yeah, it's at the very end.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We'll get to it.
Okay.
There's so many cool things on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's a cool figure. And then we'll move on to before we start. I know I had worked on a female figure. Well, let me start off with on my replicant. A lot of you guys have gotten the past versions of the replicant, and I'm always trying to make it better. Now, mind you, it's a 3D printed toy, so it still has its limitations, but I try to go off and make the parts be as durable as I can possibly make them. And you print them yourself, or do you have to come make the rivets? No, I'll print them out, and then you can buy them, or I'll go off and have them disassembled. I was selling figures for disassembled for like $10, but you have to do everything with it. That was to that question that guy had.
Yeah.
So anyway, on these replicants, on my older replicants, if you look here, like I had the neck was all one part. The arms weren't easily to take apart, and I'm selling like armor kits, and I've got a part of Donovan's Patreon. If you guys are familiar with Donovan, he's been to Joe Fest a few times. A great guy. I mean, he has a very he's a great guy. I mean, I don't know how to explain him any better than to saying he's a great guy, because he'll go above and beyond to help you. I can't tell you how many times he's, even when I wasn't part of his Patreon, him helping me out on stuff. But so I have a bunch of removable gear that I'm adding to the store. And one of the things I wanted to be able to do is, like, if you're buying the replicant, I want you to be able to take the thing apart. So I don't know how well you can see up inside there. But
Big in him.
You can kind of see that little ball in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I print out these parts in with using the Formlabs form printer. Now, these resins are designed for engineering and I mean, the prototyping. I don't think they had in mind that some guy in his basement was going to be making action figures with them. But they're very durable, and I trust them with strength a whole lot better than I do just the resin that's coming off of coming off the Sunlu or whatever like that. And speaking of Sunlu, that's my combination. I know a lot of people out there who go off and 3D print. I'm going to tell you right now what my my combination of resin is. It's Sunlu ABS and Sunlu Flex, and I usually pour about 500 grams at a time. And then when I do 350 of the ABS and 150 of the Flex, and that gives me I feel like a perfect combination of durability. I mean, I still get some breakage. Like I said, it's a 3D printed figure. But I stand behind my stuff. Like, if you buy something from me and it breaks, it might take me 6 months to get it to you, but I'm getting it, I'm getting your parts to you, So anyway, so I've made a lot of effort to make these figures to come apart, and a whole lot easier without them having to heat up stuff. So they could put on like this cool belt I had made. You could go off and put that on there, and you'd be like, oh, I'm gonna make this stuff, or I'm gonna buy this stuff. Maybe not that belt, of course, but you know. But like see here, like for the Masterman figure, you're just able to put on the stuff, pop them back together, and he's got himself a little hide my wee wee. And then it just takes a lot of different aspects, because we not only want to display our stuff, but we do want to be able to move it around without it worrying about breaking and stuff like that. And earlier in our talks, you talked about how reasonably priced some of the stuff is. And I know I go up a little bit more on the character figures. It's just because I have to put a little bit more effort into it. But my whole goal is, like, I want you to be able to buy the replicant and customize it. I want you to cut it up. I want you to take it apart. I want you to add stuff to it. I want you to paint to it. And me, I'm a cheap guy. And I mean, we like what we like, but who wants to buy a $50 figure and then cut it up?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and there's, and especially with there's some toys out there that that are more expensive, and you just like, oh, I'm just gonna sit them here, I'm not gonna mess with it, or it looks cool like it is, but I want people to take these figures. I want you to take them apart. I want you to put new hands on them. I want you to paint the arms, and that's what they're designed for. And that's what I really try to go off and do to make it possible for people to be able to do. Now, I've also designed these to be really close to Marauder Task Force figures. I actually had some in my slideshow. I have a buck that looks a whole lot better on the top of the Marauder Task Force figures. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them.
Oh, yeah.
Marauder John, listen, if there's anybody in the toy community that I would that I try to mirror my business towards, it's Marauder John. He is he's been around forever. I remember 20 years ago when we were in Joe Customs boards, and back when you were getting on Facebook and stuff like that. Not Facebook, I take that back. On the web pages and stuff, it was just he was on there and he was making weapons, and he's just a great guy, and his team is absolutely awesome. I love them all. I cannot say enough good things about Marauder John. But anyway, regardless of that, I went off and made another replicant. I call him the Slim replicant, and because he's just a little bit not the superhero build, and his torso will pop well onto a pair of legs for Marauder John, and Marauder Task Force figures, and I was really proud of that, because I know I'm getting long-winded, so if you got something else you want me to say, just tell me. Right?
Oh, yeah. This show's for
I do
you.
have-
Really
Yeah.
there is maybe about right when I started coming out with the replicant, I made maybe like 7 of them, and I put them on a little card, and they were all printed off on my form printer. They were very basic, and I remember my wife and I we were talking, and I was trying to determine who I was, because you have established companies out there, and when you're trying to give out a new figure, you need something for somebody to for it to go along with. You don't want to be standing out there on an island by yourself with a figure that doesn't mesh with anything else.
Mhm.
And so I was really deciding on how I wanted to make my figures compatible. If I wanted to do with Boss Fight Studios or Marauder. And at that Joe Fest, John had I think it was Marauder Mayhem, where he went off and gave us dinner and gave us parts. And I have known John for years, and we didn't, it wasn't like we were hanging out and having coffee or anything like that. But at that moment, when I realized how well he took care of his people, I went off and I told my wife, I said, this is the figure line that I want to be compatible with. This is the figure line that I want to nothing against Boss Fight Studios, because in all honesty, if they made that that orc figure, that bigger orc figure, you know, years ago, I would have never made the replicant, because I loved their figures, but I always felt like they were so tiny to be superheroes, you know, and they were more like track stars. And I need like I need a muscular guy to be a superhero. So anyway, so a lot of my my figures, you can get Marauder Task Force gear and put it on there. You can switch out a lot of different stuff. You can't switch out the hands. I've had somebody try to do that. The inside of my forearms are a little bit different, and they won't it'll end up splitting if you put that stuff in there. Long-winded as me getting through all
You're
this.
fine.
So go ahead.
I do
Real
have a
quick.
question.
I just want to say good morning to Shane from Same Time Toys.
Hey,
Go ahead, Eric.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Whenever you're painting, I've done a few custom figures. I'm not a great customizer, painter, but I always have issues whenever I paint a figure, like the shoulder joint, and there's always rub there.
Yeah.
How does that work on the replicant? Because
Well-
of the joint.
Well, on the replicant, we just don't paint that.
Makes sense.
So, yeah, like
Okay.
see on the see on this here, this elbow point, and you're probably wondering like, what is this that's sticking out of the back here? Again, it's a 3D printed part, you know, and
Right.
and if this ends up breaking, I don't want you to have to spend a half a day drilling stuff out. You could just pull this pin out and then replace that pin, and you know, and your figure's complete again, you know. But as in with coloring and stuff, I'm not going to worry about these on the joint on this, like these pins and stuff like that. But I do try to go off and do the figure in a base coat. Now, if I was painting this shoulder, what I would definitely do is I would seal it afterwards, and we should have some clearance in there that we wouldn't have any kind of rubbing. It's not like an O-ring figure. Now the O-ring figures, I mean, everything rubs on it. I mean, there's no getting around it. But again, I will try to go off and do the O-ring figures in base colors, and then you would just have to paint, you know, the highlights and stuff like that. You know.
Okay.
Good morning,
That was me.
Gaz and the Geek Viper. Good morning,
Hey.
guys.
Morning, everybody.
And let's all let's listen to our good friend Lawrence. Hit that like button, please.
Yes.
Definitely.
I did want
Definitely.
to go back and just talk about your blend, your proprietary blend of resins that you use, because that is something that people bring up all the time, and there is no off-the-shelf action figure blend
Right.
at this point, right? You have to kind of play with that. You have to mix two different ones, like the ABS and the Flex,
Yes.
and kind of make your own. So when you're going to print them, those give you the best results. And you're printing, I mean, look at the trays behind him. He's got hundreds, thousands of parts have come through,
Yeah.
you know, your thing. So you know the fit and feel of it. But, you know, I just use the resin that came with, you know, my printer. They give you like one bottle. And yeah, it is kind of, it's brittle. It can be brittle. So I think that's really cool. And, you know, like you were saying, for the pins and stuff, that you're using that industrial stuff, which is so much better too. But have you seen or have you heard anything, you know, about a company maybe embracing that and coming up with something that's like a one bottle solution, I guess, for action
I know.
figures or moving parts?
Yeah, I've heard of Rezione, and I've tried it. I haven't had very successful prints with it. And the figures that I have printed with Rezione, they just don't hold up. Like I had taken one.
Someone put that out as a like action figure
Yes.
blend. Okay.
Yes, and I had I don't know if anybody, I mean, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had a Rezione figure that I printed off and I took to Joe Fest last year. And you could feel the difference between that one and mine. And I know when a lot of people were there, you know, everybody has this stigma about it. They're like, oh, action figures, 3D printed. I'm like, pick it up, play with it. And once they picked it up and played with it, they were like, oh my goodness, this is not what I was expecting. And I was like, I know. I mean, it's awesome. You know, it's you know, it's a playable toy that you want to be able to, you know, you don't want to spend $50 just to put something on your shelf. You know, with something like this, you know, a collectible, you know, like this guy who shouldn't be falling apart, you know.
Sure, it happens,
you know,
even with the
yeah,
factory made stuff. Yeah.
yeah. So that moves me on to my female. Now I've had my female done before, but I'm also trying to give her like you see that little ball at the end there, that's made out of form durable resin.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get it so that she's just like the male replicant. She'll have the different neck, and it comes in handy when I start making character figures that I can make that in flesh or in a different color, and I won't have to worry about paint rub because you know it's a real thing. And so she's getting close to it. I have another sculptor who does my that I've worked with for years. He has a his online presence is 3D printed action figures, and his name is Hawk, and he's out of Germany. And again, I can't praise him enough either because without him, I wouldn't have the replicant. Me and him have spent thousands and thousands of hours of him, you know, I'm like, hey, try this, and then he'll go off and make the changes, send it back. And it's got to a point where I've actually started sculpting a little bit just so I'm able to sculpt it, print it, test it, and then I send it to him. I'm say, here, make this official, you know, make it where it doesn't look all, you know, jaggedy like a crooked porch. But so anyway, so my female figure is she's coming along pretty well. I'd like to have her done for February, but I'm not thinking that I'm gonna have her out. It might be March before I release her again. But I like her. I think she looks pretty good though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic.
You know. Yeah.
Let's show some of the slides.
Okay.
If anybody's got any questions, please type them in.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so that's our Matt Tracker figures.
Oh, I started at the beginning. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
So you get that for $10?
Yeah. So that's just the buck. You know, that's just the little naked buck. You know, and I'll assemble them for you, and you can just go off and you know, do whatever you want with them. You can paint them up. You can throw them up against the wall. He might break, but you know, he's a cool little just a little, you know, blank. And
I think that's fantastic. Especially
and for $10
anyone,
you can,
even if you have a broken Joe and you need a crotch for him, or you know, an arm, or you have an idea to do something, and you don't want to, you know, you don't want to alter your vintage Joe. You don't want to take it apart and cut things up and stuff like that. Here you go. Practice, guys. You know, this is a great way to do that. I can't wait to get mine in and you know, and see what I can do with it.
I'm gonna make sure you're the very last guy to get this done. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, you know, like when I was designing this, I scanned every single part of this. So all of this is like, I mean, you should be able to tell automatically that this torso is Outback's torso. And then his lower legs are I scanned are from Night Creeper.
Okay.
And then his upper arms, I think I did they might be like the 91 Snake Eyes. And then just some it might have been just somebody's basic forearm that I had done on it. But it was important. It was important to go off and have him that that you were able to switch him out with different figures.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
Can customers get a blank buck without the rivets?
Yeah. If they want it, I mean, I guess I could go off and I can offer it. You know, yeah, I could do that because I had a lot of times going off for $10, going off and having it without the rivets. So I can also offer it for $10 without the rivets. I could do that February for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's easier for me because I mean, it takes a lot of time assembling everything.
That's
You
what I
know?
was gonna say. For $10, yeah, there's a lot of work that goes into that.
Yeah.
So that's a really good deal.
Now, with toys, you know, we grow up with everything, you know, Ninja Turtles, Mask, and one of my biggest things that I've always wanted to do is make the Mask figures. That was the thing that always kind of irritated me with Mask figures, even when I was a kid. I wanted them to be able to hold weapons or something like that, and I wanted them to move a little bit better. Especially when they came out with the adventure packs of the Mask figures. So I went off and had, and this is another one of Mark's sculpts. I had him sculpt Matt Track. Well, I call him Track Matter, and his cool little helmet. And I had to definitely go off and shrink him down to 3-inch, just so I could fit him inside the Thunderhawk. And I have a lot of plans for those 3-inch figures because I want to do a lot. And you know, everybody's like going up to 6-inch, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, I should lower that down to 3-inch. That would be so cool, right? To go off and have a bunch of, you know, tiny figures standing next to the Mask figures or the Air Commandos, or, you know, I don't know if I could go as small as the Starcom. But I just recently started following a vintage toy guy on Instagram, and he has some videos of him opening up the Starcom vehicles and everything else. I can't think of his name, but sorry.
So Shane says he's absolutely behind the 3-inch Mask figures. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And welcome, Gary, Chaplin's Assistant Motor Pod.
Hey.
Thank
Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Now, I'm interested in this
Yeah.
a lot.
That's who I call the imposter, you know. And yeah, he should be available right now on the store, unless he sold out and they didn't tell me. But yeah, you know, if I made I had a lot of people once I put up Masterman and Pelotor that said they wanted this figure, and you know, it was a simple just having the same gear and just doing it in blue. And I think he's a very cool figure. I'm excited about it. And
Fantastic.
yeah,
Yes.
and this gear, I've been working on it to be flexible, because it was actually this figure that made me go off and decide I had to figure out a way to make flexible gear that was still sturdy enough, but not too sturdy that I can't slide it on, because this chest piece, it's a little bit of a pain to get on the figure without it breaking. But I got the flex, and with the arms popping off the figure, you could get it on there.
There you go. Yeah, I love
Very
that. I
cool.
love that. Yeah, and that loincloth. I mean, I could think of a bunch of characters that could use that. covered
Yeah.
up.
I need I need that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, Eric, you need one. I've seen you when you
Yeah.
get up. Forget it, man. This guy's naked from the waist down all the time.
Yeah.
I
He's
keep
getting dragged.
teasing.
Yeah.
I keep teasing Casey. I want to get a kilt and wear it to Joe Fest, and he's like, "I won't be seen with you."
I won't be seen with you. There you go.
I'm just honest.
Yeah, fantastic. I love these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've recently gotten into Chat GPT. So I love it. I mean, I can't believe haven't started doing this earlier. Yeah, well, you know, in 2006, I'm really trying to push the store a little bit more. Of course, I have a job that unfortunately I have to
Yeah.
do that's not making toys. You know, this is
Yeah,
my
yeah.
hobby. But like this here, right here, I have that little thing that the imposter is sitting on is a little cryo chamber I found on Thingsverse, and I just printed that out. And I
Yeah.
had Pelotor sitting, standing next to him, and I took that picture, and then I put it in the chat GPT, and I said, "Hey, put this in a dungeon, castle
Oh,
background looking lab," and it made that.
nice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did it
yeah,
add the
yeah,
glow to that to the
yes,
staff? That's pretty
yeah,
cool. Yeah.
yeah. I was really surprised with it. So all that cool stuff that you're going to be seeing popping up with the cool backgrounds and stuff like that. That's chat GPT.
And
That's
that's what
still
made
cool.
our logo for last week. Joe made it
Yeah.
off of ChatGPT.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Let's see.
So, on the boots for the feet, is that like a completely different foot that you put on there, or
Yes,
how's
sir.
that work?
Yes, sir. Like, see, this is one of the feet for Masterman or Pelotor,
Okay.
and then we have a whole like here's some I'm putting together, you know, and he goes off and has the ankle rockers, and then you would put the boot. I had them done completely separate, so you would put the boot on there, and it might not
Okay.
even be the right one. And once you put that on there, then you could go off and slide on the top part of the boot.
And then put the foot on.
Yeah, and then put the foot on. And I wanted it to
Okay.
be three different parts, just so if you didn't want to have the little boots with the fur, you could just have the boots. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You gotta have the fur.
Yeah.
Boots
Tell you
with
what,
the
that's tighter
fur.
than bark on a tree.
All right, Matthew, you just made me sad, buddy.
Yep.
Aw.
Oh, wow.
Who's going to wrangle Hans?
That's Hans needs his watcher.
Yeah. We'll hear somebody in the background singing, or the announcer going, "I will remember you."
I love that.
Yeah, so
You're
there's
welcome,
there's
Casey.
Pelotor, and thanks to ChatGPT, we have that cool battle going on outside of them. That head is actually that let me give credit to everybody. The gear that you see on this is from one of my sculptors named Jesse. He's I don't know exactly what country he's originating from, but he's definitely across the pond. And that head is made by I call her Natalia, but she is blued sculptures. She had done all of my heads for I guess the last 3 years, 4 years. She does phenomenal work. She also has a Patreon where you're able to sign up and get a certain amount of heads, and then like the top tier, you can she'll do a custom head for you.
That's cool.
Yeah, she does phenomenal work. Again, you find these. You're lucky enough to find some great sculptors. You get a lot of people that hit you up and be like, hey, And I always told like some of my other buddies are getting in it. I said, if a sculptor's hitting you up to sculpt, well, then they're not a very good sculptor because
Yeah, most of these people have more work than they know what
Yeah,
to do with. And
yeah.
it's word of mouth that gets them the business. Yeah.
Exactly right. And I have tried a couple people go off and do that, and they'll give me a picture of something that was someone else already sculpted, and I'll try out somebody, but here recently I was just like, yeah, I stick with the people I know. So Natalia with Blue Sculptures did that Pelotor head. I made that staff though, and here's another cool thing. So that head on that staff was I went off and said I put in Chat GPT to make a skull. I can't remember how I went off and phrased it, but so it made that skull, and then I went off to Maker bot with Bamboo,
Okay.
and they have a picture to 3D STL file, a
Oh,
conversion on there, and I put that on there and made that skull.
that's nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that's a pretty cool Havoc staff right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yep.
That's-
I was. There's a lot you could do out there, you know, by yourself that you could go off and do. I mean, there's still limitations on the photos to 3D sculpts, but they're getting really well. Like I can't do a normal face, because it always distorts it and stuff like that. But just other stuff. Like I also made this cool detective grappling gun, and I'm excited about it. I actually pulled it from the latest was it Jorge I can't pronounce his last name, but he's the newest artist on the latest Batman, who has the blue emblem on him. He designed a new Batarang, so I went off and had that made too.
Oh, very cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, he'll be coming up with a new detective here soon.
Nice.
That staff screams Havoc.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
an awesome Havoc staff.
Now this is my pride and joy, because this is, everybody has their own universe, their own
Mm-hmm.
characters, and we all come up with our own stuff. And of course, this is my guy right here. His name is Cronin. I have countless hours of designing him, redesigning him, painting him, coming up with his storyline, like we all do. And it was one of the reasons why I got into toy making. If Boss Fight Studios made us a bigger blank, I would have had him on that. And so he's the main reason why I've started making action figures. I'm still debating on the color scheme. So here he is right here with a white chest. He'll look a whole lot better when I paint him up. But I really like the white chest to kind of go with his backstory. But then again, when I look at that gray chest looks really good too. So I just don't know. I might go off and have a little contest and have a couple of them up there and see what people think.
So Shane wants to know if the pile of skulls come with that.
Well, I can send you a picture of the pile of skulls, but that actually would be an awesome accessory to put with it.
That'd be a
It
cool
would.
figure stand. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be a great figure stand.
I might actually do that. Who suggested that?
Shane from
Yeah.
Same
Shane.
Time Toys.
Okay,
You could call
Might
it the
very well
Shane
do that.
Special.
yeah. And speaking about naming things, I don't know if you guys are familiar with a gentleman named Jason Lewis on Facebook. He I'll tell you a little story. Before I started 3D printing everything, I was a caster and I casted everything, and I had a store, and I'd sell some stuff here and there, because casting takes a lot of time and effort,
Mhm.
And the very first time I went to Joe Fest, because I was making parts for Ed for the convention, and Ed gave me a table to go. So my wife and we went, and I set up some stuff, and I told her, I said, don't get your hopes up, because I don't know how many people actually know who I am and everything else. Well, I had went to go look around, and when I came back, my wife says, there was a guy down here looking for you. He said he's been following you for years and everything else. And I was like, who's she talking about? I'm like, how do they even know me? Well, it was Jason, and Jason came back, and all he could do was, he gave me great praise. And when you are a online entity and you're selling stuff or you're doing stuff, a lot of us, we do it for money just to kind of offset some stuff. Well, some people do it to pay the bills and stuff, but it's a hobby for me, and I put a lot of my heart and soul into different stuff. I don't want people to have bad stuff. So when somebody comes up and is genuinely a fan and says that stuff, it meant a lot. And Jason was the very first person that came up to the show and gave us that kind of praise. And I was really, really taken back by it. So he is the if you notice the blank, I call it the Jow, and it's named after him. Jason
nice.
A. Lewis.
That's cool.
This figure, yeah, it's really cool. And I mean, you give back when you can to the people that help you be, keep you humbled and whatnot. I mean, this is toys at the end of the day. We spend a lot of time on it and money, but for people to follow you and have that kind of interaction with you, it means a lot. So
Hey, I get it. The first person who ever really praised our podcast before we ever went to YouTube, I made him a co-host.
see, you understand. It's
I was
It
the
need-
guest that never left.
yeah. He's shaking his head now. He's like, "Oh my goodness, just mute his mic. Mute his mic."
I've done that.
Yeah. So I need to tell you a story.
Yes.
Casey always gets nervous when I go to tell jokes. He's like, no, not bad jokes. But I will not tell any jokes today.
Ronnie says that's what he looks like with his shirt off. Let's see what's next.
All right. So this is my Ninja Storm figure. He will be released in February. This is another one that Mark who posted had sculpted. He did a really fabulous job, and I guess I ought to show you. I don't know if you can zoom in on that or if you see it very well, but on all the figures that I'm having Mark do, I'm having him put soles on the bottom of the feet because I just think it looks awesome. I don't know if you can see that very well, and I even had it, he's even on the Jow Snake Eyes figure.
Okay.
And on my new detective feet,
Nice.
we're gonna have that, and I think it just adds character to the figure. But anyway, so he went off and sculpted this Ninja Storm. And here's another story for anybody out there who's acquiring to be a sculptor or sell some stuff. This backpack, I don't know if you can see it, I made. I mean, I'm not a huge sculptor or anything like that. I'm kind of dabbling a little bit in it. But what I did with this is that I took a picture of the classified Storm Shadow backpack, and I put it into ChatGPT. I said, make this into a 3D image, and then I put it into MakersBot, and then it went off and designed it. But I had to replace a lot because I had to replace the scabbards. I had to put the scabbards in there. I had to clean up a lot. These little pegs on the side, but the basic shape and everything else, was from a picture. And and I made these swords, so it's pretty cool. So this figure will be released in February. I might end up doing him in white and black. I tried to make stuff removable so I could go off and print that in a different color.
Mm-hmm.
And so that way you guys don't have to do a lot of painting because painting is it's fun, it's time consuming, but we also don't like that paint rub. So
Hey,
yeah,
real quick, I just want to say good morning to our good friend Crash.
He
Hey,
blew
Crash.
the door down and walked on in.
And Marvin, how are you?
Hey,
Hey.
Marvin.
And Jokers,
Hey,
one of the
Steve.
best Instagram accounts.
Yes.
If
One
you're
of the
not
best
following
people out
him, you're
there.
missing out.
Yep.
Which
He's a good
reminds
dude.
me, Jokers, if you could message me your address, I need that. I lost it. All right. So you ready for the next one?
Yeah, if you are.
Yes.
I'm excited for everybody to see what I've already seen.
Oh yeah, and
Yes,
here's my
sir.
commando. Yeah. Yeah, I sold him at and see Adam. I sold him at Joe Fest last year, and I'll tell you another story. Last year, you know, I had several figures planned. I had the detective, I had him, I had the purple version of the commando figure to be made, and like Will was talking about with resin, I had at one time used Sunlu toughness, and that was the only resin I was using, along with the form resin for different joints. And about 2 months, I guess, before Joe Fest, all my parts were breaking. And it wasn't that they were breaking, they just were very rubbery. They weren't holding on to anything. I was able to pull the legs completely apart. And it got so bad that I was, you know, I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make anything. And, but that's when I came up with the 2-part, the resin mix. And, so that's why I only had 10 of this guy at Joe Fest carded, and then and only a few of the detectives, because I was starting late and trying to get this stuff done. But he's a cool figure, and now he's on the new. I got him on a new body that 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 Mark has done. I call it my superhero body, and it just, all it does is just give you some clothing on the figure, so he doesn't
Yeah, it
look
looks
so
fantastic.
so
Mhm.
ripped.
Necking.
Yeah, and he's got the cool little, you know, the soles.
So
There's
Shane
a-
has a question.
Yeah.
So how much are these going for?
Okay, so this has always been a hard topic for me, because, you know, putting these guys together takes a lot of time and effort.
Yeah.
And but again, I want stuff to be affordable for everybody. I want people to go, hey, I want to get this figure, I want to paint this figure up, I want to do such and such. Right now, the figures with accessories, the name figures, are going for $35. And but you can but the gear by themselves, I think, are like 15. And then the buck is 15. So if you wanted to not buy the full figure where it's assembled and all the gears on them, then you could get it for $30, you know, if you bought them separate. But then again, you know, right now I'm only offering a couple of the bucks this month. Hopefully by the Joe Fest, I'll have the superhero buck available in different colors. And that's all depending if the colors are still available, because I know where I've been getting my colors. I've bought all the color mix that I could buy. So it all depends. If I can find another coloring company for the resin, because I use pigment from designed for 3D printing to do the colors.
So
Well,
he
the flash
says
and stuff like that.
you better bring a box full to Joe Fest this year.
I'm hoping. I'm already getting started. Like I have, I had printed out, but I'm gonna showcase a little bit of what is going to be for Joe Fest. A big
A
box.
big box.
Yeah.
Also, Ronnie says it would be funny to put a Nike swoosh on the soles of someone's feet.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be. I could definitely do that.
And Gaz says, "Where's Ace Hunter?"
Who is Ace Hunter?
He's from Megaforce, the
Megaforce.
80s movie. I don't know if you remember it.
Oh yeah,
At the
yeah,
end,
yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah,
like
yeah,
the-
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. I remember. Yeah, Matt was wanting to make that figure one. I think
Yeah.
I think Matt LaCroix made that with, or is going to make that with Scotty
Yeah, I think
this year.
he's done one-offs on that. Yeah,
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 yeah.
But it would be nice to have one. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
good. Let's see. Oh, yeah. These are my 12-inch, or not my 12, is my 6-inch figures. And yeah, like I said, people are it's a thing now, and I'll see how well they do, and I'll have a few at Joe Fest, and I'm definitely painting this guy up because I'm not into the I only buy a few 6-inch figures, the ones that I like. But like if I saw this guy, I'd buy him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It looks
And
great.
I think he looks great. I'm gonna go off and print out his belt, and he's on the new buck too. Because with that little ball that's in there, it gives him just a little bit more shoulder articulation. Not tons. We're not doing the whole butterfly joint, but you can still move him around a little bit. But yeah, if I saw this somewhere, and I'd be like, yeah, I want that. I think it looks
See,
great.
My goal is to get an ultimate Batman. So this might be it.
Yeah, well, I know somebody who loves Batman and wants to make sure that he's the ultimate.
This guy.
And I just want to say thanks to 610 Yo Joe Daddy.
Yeah, boy.
But yeah, I love this. If you're gonna have the 6-inch carted up and ready to go at Joe Fest, let me know ahead of time.
Yeah.
I missed out last year. I don't want to miss out on this.
Yeah. Well, Batman's, excuse me, the detective is my favorite, and I definitely, I'm already eyeballing another one to make, and of course, even if I use the same body, for the new one, he's got the different articulation and the new neck, so it'd be kind of like getting a new figure anyway,
Yeah, I know the feeling.
I do need to make a Red Hood, and he's on the list. I got him. I'd like to do Nightwing. I think my next one, and I've hinted around with it, but he definitely will be coming in for Joe Fest. Is I like to call him the Boy Scout. He'll be available at Joe Fest to go alongside the detective. And then I want to do. I haven't come up with a cool name for him yet. At least I don't think I have. I think I was going to call him like the. I don't know what I was going to call him actually, but Nightwing. He was going to be. I want to make Nightwing for sure. And then I want to make the red Robin. Not the Red Robin figure, but Robin with his red thing from like the superpowers look, because
He's
yeah.
We need a shoulder holster.
Yeah, we do. And that's so funny that you mentioned it, because that's literally my favorite book year two. Well, it's one of my favorites, but it was great. I mean, to have him go off and Todd McFarlane going off and doing that art, it was
That's a
it was
great
cool.
line.
Yeah.
Well, I'm excited for these. I'm excited for those master adjacent figures too.
Yeah. This is just an awesome picture of that figure. I mean, it's just I really liked it. I mean, it's
I can't believe I passed.
no, that will not be the last Boy Scout.
So Jim Largo says articulation looks good. How well does the plastic take paint for customizing?
It does. It takes great. Actually, there was I've painted up a lot of my figures, and the paint's still on there. If you can actually. All I suggest is that you go off and do a sealant on it, and it should go well. Like I've got several figures that I painted that are still painted. And then I have a few that I've painted and then just, threw them in the bin and the paint's still on there. So just seal it. And I usually use, I have bought a bunch of different paints. Like I was kind of into this Duncan Rhodes paint and it does really well. It goes on just on the brush, but I realized I don't know what it is. But when I airbrush or spray it, I feel like the adhesion's a whole lot better. So I've been doing a lot of masking and spraying.
What do you use for sealer?
Well, I use different things, but right now I think I've used the stuff you can buy at Walmart. That's the clear non-gloss Color Max or something like that. But I've also been
Mod Podge?
Yeah, Hodge. I just took it up, but I have some hodgepodge that I was trying to see if that would work.
I use Mod Podge, yeah.
But then I also been using the Vallejo clear satin spray. Okay. But you know what else? Here's the other thing that I've used, and I had a lot of thing with it. If you go to O'Reilly's or I think it's O'Reilly's, the auto part store.
Mm-hmm.
There's a vinyl. Hold on a minute. Let me go get it.
This Batman looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's so much fun.
I'm telling you, this screams my childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he where is it? Like I had the Spin Master put one out, and I bought it like a whole play set just to get the Batman. It came with it just because it was this Batman,
Yeah.
So this is the paint. If you could get this in the clear, it's phenomenal. I mean, I don't know if you guys know Jason. I want to say Schumacher. He did. He put me on this. And it's fantastic. I mean, I spray painted tons of figures maybe 2 years ago off the form, and those things are still painted. And then this is the Vallejo acrylic satin varnish that I've been spraying on some figures. And then I've also been using the clear for my water slides.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah. So I'll spray this on the water slides, and they have a little bit more water resistance. And then here's the Krylon. I'm sorry, it wasn't Color Max. It was the Krylon sealant.
Daggone it. I know what I'm probably going to be doing after this stream.
painting.
Buying a Batman.
Yeah. I mean, he's I gotta say he's my favorite. Now this is the one that set the stage for everybody, because this was the first one I did in 23, I think, at Joe Fest.
Yeah, that's great.
Is that one still available?
He is not available because I haven't made any more of them, but I do have plans for another one.
Okay,
Love it.
Yeah. And this cape is from a guy off of eBay, and I apologize, I forgot his name. I'd love to give him a shout out, but he did that little cape. But I think what I ought to do is this cape was, when he online, was for a 4-inch figure, but I think for Batman he needs to have the 6-inch cape for him, so it'd be longer.
Yeah.
No, you need to buy some Batman figures.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. Any thoughts of doing the not Joker?
Yeah, who's not available? The Batman. I got one up there right now that he's not, he's the one that you have to paint and everything else. But the
ever
fully
thought-
finished ones. Oh no, I do. I have the carded ones, but yeah, I don't have any more of those. I did have them up there, but
Yeah, I'm not a good painter. That's my only hang
Yeah.
up. I think your prices are in line. I think the figures
Yeah.
are great. But fortunately, I've got enough friends who paint, so
Yeah.
shouldn't be a stumbling block.
So, what one do you have available on card?
I don't have any on the card anymore. I used to.
Okay.
Yeah, I sold my last one. I guess in December for that
Okay.
one. Yeah, and again, I put I forget what I sent you. This is that Mega Construct figure. So I got a couple of the Mega Constructs that I'm working with. A line called Fantasy Weavers. They basically they're more of a Mega Construct kind of style fantasy figures, and they're awesome. If you get a chance, you need to go check them out. I think he's on Instagram. But I've been working with him, and I made the 91 Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, Serpentor, and Beachhead. And of course, when I took them to Joe Fest, everybody loved them. I just, I got so much stuff that I'm doing right now. I haven't even started making those. But it's a great figure. I mean, it looks awesome.
Yeah, space is always an issue, but I mean, you make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mini Snake is ripped.
Kind of like me when I take my shirt off.
Yeah. All of us. We're all ripped.
Yep. I'm more rippled.
So this figure here is it's got a Marauder Task Force torso and onto my Army Man Green legs, and then those arms are my my slim replicant slim figure. I wanted to showcase this just to go off and show that whoever is a Marauder Task Force fan, my figures do integrate with them. I mean, you have to pop the torso open to get that in there. And if you're not a Marauder fan, you need to be.
I've got a ton of Marauder stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's great. And then I think I did that Tom Cruise head for Ed one year when I think he did like a Top Gun thing. And then there he is. There's the Jao Commando, and he'll be coming in February.
Nice.
It's a great figure. I'm really the only thing that I'm gonna have to actually change on him is I just noticed yesterday that his little hose in his feet are too big for the peg of the Joe stand.
How hard is it to change the heads?
Well, I mean, this one, I have it being one whole piece, so you would just have to unscrew the back piece.
Okay.
And then take the head out. I've been debating on, like, I know a lot of people, the O-ring people, they like the neck on there, instead of just having an adapter. So I'm not really sure on how I'm going to completely do the heads. If I'm going to have
a question I had for the blank was, it comes with the post and the ball on top.
Yeah.
Is that what size ball is that, I guess, and what does it fit? Like if you were to use it, I know it would fit the heads you make, right?
Well, some of them, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's so many different heads out there that I can't get a universal size for it. So I basically made it to be able to fit my replicant heads or the stuff that and with that in mind, the stuff that I have up there in the store, they're not all sized for the replicant because I've gotten a lot of nobody makes 4-inch action figure heads. They sculptors, they make 6-inch action figure heads. So I have to reduce everything down. and there's hundreds of heads, and I have hundreds of heads that I still haven't put up in the store. So I could go around and then make all of the neck holes fit this, but then I wouldn't get around to doing anything else.
Yeah,
So
sure.
a lot of the holes are a little bit bigger, and I tell people to use, my favorite is the hot glue method. Is that you put
Yeah.
some Vaseline around the neck, put some hot glue inside the head, you stick that in there to your right size where you want it to be, let it dry, cut off the excess glue, and then you can just pop the head in and out.
Yeah, bigger is
And
better than it being too small, right? So, like,
yeah,
if the hole's bigger, you could always do that method. That's a really smart idea. I'd never thought of that. That's so cool.
yeah, it's and the reason, and one of the reasons why it's my favorite is because that hot glue still stays a little squishy, that you're able to pop the head in and out.
Yeah. And I was just looking on the Level 7 site there. Like, Eric, you asked about the Joker, or if you go on the website and look at all the different heads that are available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you got a lot of those. You got the Riddler. You got a ton of just really cool ones. You got Lion-O. I'm looking at just so many here, and I mean, $5 for the head, and like, in my opinion, that's the hardest part to make. If you were making a character, if you were doing a custom, the body parts are kind of, you could find an existing body that works, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, to make the likeness of the head is the hardest part. And to think that you could just go and buy one for $5, you do have to paint it, so be prepared. But, geez, that's like a dream come true. I don't
Well,
know.
I'm a customizer. I started out customizing, and that's something I wanted to do. Like, I want this stuff to be affordable for people to get, and not be crying in the corner if they mess it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's important to me because I've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on parts, and then mess them all up, and then I have a huge vat of figures that are all messed up. And but there's tons of stuff out there with people that you can get.
You sell them both sizes. So, like, some of the head sculpts are sold where they go on a neck post, and then there's some that you could also buy that are compatible with like an O-ring.
And see,
they have that post on there too.
Yeah, and I've been trying to I want to rework those because that was before I actually had the Level 7 jowl available. So I want to go off and redo all my neck joints and make sure that they fit onto this jowl figure.
Yeah.
So
if you're looking just to make a cool O-ring custom, you could do a awesome head swap.
And with the new jowl adapter, you can use any head.
Mm-hmm.
I cry in the corner anyway. I don't even need to check a head sculpt. I'm with you there.
So Alpha One Creations wanted me to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Any plans on 1/18 heads and parts?
Yeah. Right now, all my parts are 1/18.
Okay. Well, he's meaning like putting more up on the site and.
Oh yeah. Listen, I have so many heads that I haven't even started getting up there. Like I have a lot. And I just need some time to get down there and start putting them up there. Like I said, I just recently started getting with Donovan's toys again because he one of the main reasons why I mean, again, he's a great guy, and I've joined his Patreon and then unjoined it and joined it so many times. You would think that he would be like, you can't join my stuff anymore, right? But because I have these great ideas, because he has such great sculpts. But I just been so busy with everything else that I haven't been able to do it. But once I figured out this new resin where I could go off and make the gear flexible. I mean, it's not like a rubber band, so I can't bend it in half, but it still bends and gives some give.
Yeah.
So I've been making his I have to size them down to a 4-inch. I got a couple in the store. I think I might have 3 of his vests and stuff in the store now. that you can add on to the replicant. I'd like to resize it and maybe start doing it for the O-ring figures too. But that is just something I have to get to. And then as in weapons and stuff like that, I'm thinking about only doing like specialized weapons, like fiery swords, fantasy. I'm a big fantasy guy,
Oh,
you
I
know,
would love that. Yeah.
yeah, and stuff like that, as opposed to a 9mm or something like that, and
Well, there's plenty of those available, right?
Yeah.
Elsewhere. Marauders is great for that. Like you,
Yes.
I think Matt was talking about adding a shoulder holster, or for Batman.
Yeah.
Marauders probably has something like that you
Yeah.
can probably
Yeah.
just fit right onto the figure and make it.
yeah,
work.
or if he definitely has the pistol, I can assure you that. I mean,
Well,
Yeah.
even Eagle Force from Fresh Monkey Fiction has
Yeah.
shoulder holsters.
yeah,
There you go.
and like, see, here's some gear I put on this guy.
Oh, nice.
From this is all the gear I printed off from Donovan's and sized it
Oh,
up
wow.
for excuse me. Yeah. And that head sculpt, listen, this is an awesome thing. I went off and put my dirty mug, took a picture of it, and then put it on Chat GPT and said, make this into a 3D image. And then it made my mug, and then I sent it off to Natalia, and she went off and sculpted that for me. I mean, it
That's
doesn't look, I figured that's what I would look like if I was heroic.
Yeah, yeah.
But I feel like it captured enough little details that you could be like, oh yeah, I could kind of see that might
Yeah.
be you. But yeah, it's we all do toys. I mean, like, I got tons of other toy people, like Lone Wolf Toys. They do
Yeah.
phenomenal O-ring stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
Bobby Vance, his sculpts they're just fantastic.
Phenomenal. Yeah, he does
Yeah.
a great job. But
Yeah, he does.
I'm
And
always, every time you guys come out with something new, level 7, I'm always plugging it on my show. Or,
yeah, I appreciate that.
Lone Wolf. Anytime you guys have stuff, I bought a bunch of stuff from you guys.
Yeah.
I got all of those eBerry things. And then I
Yeah.
saw you and eBerry were both launching like a blank buck at like the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is pretty cool. So I ordered
It is.
both of them. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
Pretty exciting though. Really good way to start off 2026. I think you guys have some awesome stuff going on there. I love, the guys like you. You're making the stuff that the big companies aren't making. So for us us
Hey, Joe, fan.
collectors.
So
There you
I
fun.
always wanted a Batman that could hang out with their GI Joes or Star Wars figures, or
Yeah.
yeah,
we all
you know,
did.
yeah. So it's awesome, and
That's the thing. I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, we're fans, and I'm and sadly, I'm a fan that the stuff I make is stuff that I like and I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you might not get the rare. You might not get like the girl that was on the train in episode 4 of the G.I. Joe cartoon. You might not get that person from me, but what you will get is a cool ass a cool Batman and a cool Superman and Snake Eyes and I want to do a Zartan, and all my favorites and
More Motu.
Yeah. and on that, you know what? I have going. I have I think I don't know what I called them. I have Man of War. I want to do Beastman and Stratos, because last week when you were talking about your favorite Motu guys, I realized that Stratos was always my favorite. And there was He-Man, but Stratos just being able to fly, just why like on the Centurions, why Ace, I loved Ace, he gets he flies around. I don't know why the water guys don't get the love, like, except for Merman. Who was it that loved Merman? Was it you?
I love Merman. Yes.
Yeah.
He's a cool character.
But they made him so cool in Revelations.
Oh,
They did, yeah.
And but yeah, like it's we're just fans, and we love our toys, and we're able to
Yeah.
make some stuff. And I'd love to make some Centurions down the road, but I mean that would take a lot of planning and testing,
Oh, yeah.
and and
Time and space are our biggest challenges, I
Yeah.
think.
Right.
Is,
Yeah.
we don't have enough time to do all the things we want, and we don't have all the space to keep all the stuff that we want.
Yeah, and unfortunately, we're all adults now, and our houses are falling apart. And like
Yeah.
I got 10,000 house projects
Uh-huh.
I got to do, and I'm down in the basement making toys.
Well, it's
Exactly.
like we all have space issues, but I think we
Yeah.
all have like one or two toy lines that are not being made that if they were made, regardless, we would buy everything that came out.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Like, I'm going to suggest
Lord of the
Casey's
Rings.
going to be like, not for the 1,000th time, Lord of the Rings.
Listen.
Fantasy in 1/18 scale is underserved. I don't think
Yes,
there's
it
enough
is.
of it.
I love
don't think there's
fantasy,
enough of
and-
it. And Masters is a great way because it's like a blend of sci-fi and fantasy, so it's a great
Mhm.
kind of a bridge there. But I would love to see. I would probably buy everything if you had. I'm even talking, um, video game fantasy stuff. World of Warcraft figures would be
Oh man, I'm a
amazing.
huge
Amazing.
Warcraft. Yeah. Yeah, I still pay for my subscription, and I haven't played in 6 months. I'm like, keep buying my toys so I can buy my.
Time. It's like what you said with the tabletop games.
Yeah.
I used to play a game. It was called Shogun back
Yeah.
in the day with all my friends. It's like a six. I think you can have up to 6 or 8 players, and it's kind of a like Axis and Allies kind of game. And we used to play all the time. A few years ago, I found one on eBay and I bought it, and I was going to play it with my sons. But the games take so damn long. They take like 6 to 8 hours, like to complete a game, and it's a huge mat, and we just don't have time to do it. We never got through
Yeah.
one full game. But I bought it and I still
Yeah.
checked it out. But I was like, how did we make time to do this stuff when I was younger? Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that yesterday. I was walking up the stairs, and I was like, I used to have all this time where I could just, do this stuff. Like I would spend hours on, Warcraft, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
hours. Yeah. I mean, it was. I love that game. It has so many. There's so many times I'm doing something, and not that my world looks like Azeroth, but I mean,
sure.
there's so many little things that I'm remembering. Like I have 2 good friends that I played with, and they were out in California, and I'm still in touch with them.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
and it's been 15 years. It's been longer than that. My daughter is she's 20, and I was playing when she was born.
Yeah.
Not like when she was born at the hospital.
Yeah. Hold on.
Honey, you're on your own.
Yeah,
I'm in
it's
a
getting a little out of hand.
I'm in a dungeon. This raid. I've been waiting all week for it. Yeah.
Yeah, finally the dungeon opened up. The queue
Yeah.
got me. I'm in.
But I would love stuff like that. Like I said, it would just
Yeah.
be great because
Yeah.
once again, makers like you are filling those gaps that we've never gotten, and and kind of scratching that itch. And I would love to see more stuff in those fantasy. And,
Yeah. I would too. And it's a niche that only certain people appreciate on that kind of stuff. And like I want to go off like my Earth AI storyline is very fantasy oriented. And I mean, as you can tell with Cronin, I mean he's part of my Earth AI thing, and he's it's always kind of like a Master Universe. Like it's fantasy swords. Like I grew up watching Sword and the Sorcerer. I just watched it the other day. The guy with the 3 blades in the sword that would shoot out. If you know what I'm talking, if you've seen that movie, and but I also realized that a lot of people don't know or don't care who Cronin is. So, but they know who Snake Eyes is. They know who Storm Shadow is.
Sure.
And, and that brings, everybody in, and they're like, oh, well, this guy's made this kick butt figure named Cronin. I want him, and
So Yorktown, he has a question. He said he
Yeah.
peeked over at your site. Is it possible to get the snake eyes, but with the commando head that you have?
Are you? Yeah, are you talking about the O-ring one with the commando head that's on this guy?
We'll find out. We'll see what he says.
Yeah, I mean, it's always. I mean, you could. Yeah, nothing's not impossible.
No, we're not giving away anything today.
Nope.
You know what? You guys help us to get to 500. We'll give something away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll buy something off Dennis and give that away.
Yep.
Yeah, and I was thinking about that too. I'm thinking, about giving away something for the show, but I just haven't even. I don't know how we would do that. Do you know somebody that would want? I mean, how do you normally give away stuff?
Dennis, do you do like gift certificates or anything like that? 'Cause
I have I can, yeah, I have something up on the store, but I just didn't make it active.
Okay.
But
Well,
yeah,
if you
it
do something
would
like
be
that,
awesome.
like a
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
shop credit or something, then they can
Yeah.
make like their figure that they want.
yeah, okay,
Um,
I could do
And,
that.
and since I'm the one that does the Wheel of Destiny,
Yeah.
I would be the only one entered in it.
So Yorktown says yes, the O-ring.
Yeah. I could go off and do that because, like I said, right now the commando buck has this kind of neck on it, so I could definitely go off and throw in this head. I could actually go off if he orders that. I don't know.
Cobweb, how are you?
I might go off and make the neck joint be separate. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll make that happen. But yeah, and if you want to do a raffle or something like that, let's do a $25 credit to level 7, and you just tell me who it is, and then have them shoot me my their email, and I'll send them the link.
Right on. See it, guys. Get us to 500, and we will make this happen.
So
Where
after
you
the
at
show,
now?
I'll give you my email.
Man,
joking.
I'm really humbled and extremely thankful for the way you guys are taking to level 7 and these toys and stuff. I mean, it means a lot. I mean, I'm not down here daydreaming about you guys as I'm building all this stuff, but it is very, very humbling to know that the stuff I'm doing, people are appreciating it and liking it. And I try really hard, because I'm a customizer. I buy stuff, and I have people, I mean, I literally have to take this pile, right,
That's so
and
cool
make
to see, though.
and make this figure out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Love that. Love
so
that.
it takes a little bit of time, and people go off and say, hey, what's your shipping stuff? And I'm like, I immediately get back to them. I'm thinking, hey, I'm building it, I'll get it to you. And but it's important because I'm also a customer to different things, and I pay for something. I want to know what I'm getting or when I'm getting it or whatever. And it's important. Like if there's anybody out there that's ordered anything from me and is wanting to know, when you get the shipping notice, it's going out. But if you have any questions or concerns or be like, hey, where's my stuff? Just email me. I'll tell you I'm being lazy or whatever, but it's
Well,
it's
they gotta
coming.
remember it's a one-man show, so when you
Yeah.
you buy it on the website, it's just one guy. It's
Yeah.
just one
Yeah.
Just
guy,
me being
yeah.
beautiful down here watching
Yeah.
YouTube channels and here's another thing, and I apologize. I really wish because I try to I have something on TV while I'm down in the shop. Yeah, I'm gonna spin you around and see if you can see. Like this over here is my I'm a network engineer with one of my with a transport company. So I also work down in the shop with me. And then over here is my
It's
all
awesome.
my machines and stuff.
Man.
And then you can't see it now. There's my TV and my wires. But over in that other area is my shipping area. But I have my TV right in front of my table, so I'm able to watch YouTube channels.
Yeah.
And so this week I've been watching you guys, and
Thank you.
and
We
it, and it,
appreciate it.
Yeah.
What I mean, and you're definitely a hidden gem, and I wanted to get more people out there because that I mean I watched that Motu one, and it's just so thought provoking. You know, I mean here we are, we're old guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we're reminiscing about when we were kids on how a certain toy made us feel. You
Yep.
know, and now we're adults with adult money, and you know we're like, okay, well we're gonna go off and we're gonna buy that action figure again, and you know, and it's a great thing to be able to have somebody and have a show like yourselves to just to stay on the toys and focus on the stuff that we like, and that's why I love Joe Fest. Just like what is it that you got? What do you like? What do you collect? And what are you looking for? And it's my line, and my wife laughs at me, but it's not just because I want you to buy stuff from me, because I want to know what you like too.
Yeah.
I mean, because we got a lot in common. We like all the same stuff, and it's you guys are doing great, and I'm really
Appreciate it.
really humbled that you had asked me to be on the show.
Oh, we're
Thank
thrilled to have you. Thrilled to have
Yeah.
you. And I will definitely let everybody know your website, because I am not a great host and I don't know how to add all that stuff to.
No, it's okay. It's it's level7toys.com.
Okay.
I mean, I am not it's not as fancy as I like it to be. I'm doing some changes. I'm trying to add some chat GPT colored heads on there and make the pictures look a little bit prettier. But down the line, it's me sitting at my table here making toys, so it's it's fun, and it's great, and it definitely goes off, and when you have you guys and the fans be so open to everything, it really makes it happen. And of course, I definitely wanted to do some shout outs to some of my other store friends. Like I went off and mentioned Lone Wolf Toys, and of course Matt LaCroix doesn't need any introduction at all.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. And then I also have another sculptor named Joshua Joe. He does fantastic stuff, and he's actually started sculpting. So he's got some really unique sculpting O-ring figures, and then I want to throw out Fantasy Weavers, because they also have they're dabbling in the O-ring figure with me too. So I made this O-ring figure as accessible as I can make it, because I know there's so many guys out there that want to make their own figures and send them to sculptors and stuff like this. Well, for $25, you have commercial rights to this.
That's cool
O-ring
that you did that. That's why I just bought it, because I was like, am I even going to use this? I don't know, but it's cool that you put it out there.
It's $25, and you can't go wrong, because I mean it's hundreds of dollars it took to make this figure. And the back and forth and the time and everything else. And I know there's so many people out there that
and printers are affordable now, guys.
Yeah.
It's if you think about the amount of money like you just spend on toys, and
Try not
obviously you try not to. But obviously, there are people that enjoy doing that stuff, and there's people that just don't, and it's not a coffee maker, so you're gonna have to learn some stuff to do it. But I encourage people to just get into it, man. There's so many models out there, and once you start doing it, you're gonna love it. The first time you print something and you hold it in your hand, and you didn't make it, but you made it happen.
You still made it. It's still something to be proud of.
It's really cool. It's a really cool feeling.
You had a hand in it.
Yeah.
Thanks to Will, we have the website up in the chat.
Oh yeah, I dropped the link there.
Really
And
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Also in Instagram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
just
great.
Go on Instagram, follow Level 7 Toys, and then just follow everyone he follows, and
Yeah.
you'll get all these links. You'll be good.
Yeah, it's I appreciate it. And hey, do you guys hear that? It's 9 a.m. It's I have Alexa to tell me at 9 a.m. what my weather's like.
That's great.
But Joe Hunter is asking about. Listen, buddy, I'm gonna try this Sunday not to bail out. I'm hoping to not be so tired because literally it is from 7 a.m. to whenever the show closes at night at Joe Fest. It is nonstop, and our routine. I'm hoping to have my daughter with me this year, so it'll be my wife and my
So
daughter.
you can take breaks and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a ton of people at the Delta 17 booths, so it's easy
Yeah.
to break away. But
Yeah, you were right down. It was right down
we were
from me.
just like,
Yeah,
we were
and
like 2 booths down.
yeah. Are we waving? Oh,
Hey
okay.
Charles,
Oh,
uh,
any
I will try
anyone
to be
else
there
going?
Friday, but I will definitely be there Saturday.
Lord willing, and the snow don't rise, I will be there Friday and Saturday.
Are you guys setting up, or are you just going to visit?
No, they don't give us a table. Ed does.
No.
So we
Yeah.
will be at Joe Fest in the lobby again. So everybody,
That's
please
nice.
stop by and say hi.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ed.
Definitely. Yeah, Ed's
And-
great.
We have a place to record from this year. So
Oh,
we will do
excellent.
something live this year.
Oh, that'd be
It's
great.
hard there because the signal's bad, right? It's hard to get a good signal there, or
You know what? I don't even know.
yeah.
I just immerse myself with all my friends.
Yeah.
I like having a table because they can all swing by.
Uh-huh.
Everybody uses it as when they get tired from walking because we're all older now,
Yeah.
except for Rexio. He's
Yeah,
young,
he's just a baby.
but yeah, everybody just swings by, sits down, talks. I love it. I will
Yeah.
spend more time on the floor this year though, because I felt like I missed out. Maybe we'll take some rotations or something, so
Yeah.
we can always keep somebody there.
Yeah, the show is phenomenal. It always has such great, vendors and people, and they're all like us. They like to talk shop and it's just great. I love it. I mean, it's so much fun. I want to do more shows, but then again, I also have to make everything that goes to the show. So it's always my plan for 26 was to have all of this stuff made. But my real job is definitely keeps
Sure.
that as a hindrance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everybody's got stickers. The one I'm handing out, just drop them at our table.
Yeah.
We're cool with it.
That's cool.
And Rex just says age don't matter. Knees and ankles can be bad at my. Yeah, that's true. But these old bones, they don't want to walk around all day.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well, we've already went twice as long as we always do.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No.
You're
that's
fine.
great.
No.
It's intriguing. Like I said,
Yes,
I, listen
yeah.
to
I
you
have-
talk about it
I
all
have
day.
loved every minute of this show.
We
Thank you.
we wanted to bring you on to possibly help boost you a little bit.
Yeah.
Get you out there. Which you're out there. I'm not saying
Yeah.
that. But
No,
we're
I
just
appreciate
trying
it. Yeah.
To give you a spotlight, so to speak.
Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I am extremely humbled by it, and I'm so thankful. And I'd love that. And I'm gonna throw this out there, not just for level 7, but if you guys ever want me back on your show just to talk toys, I love it. I absolutely love it. And and I mean it's our stuff, I love BSing with people that love the same stuff that I love and then learn stuff that I didn't know, and know that there's stuff like that Ninja Turtle box that Will showed.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to go buy that. I'm thinking, thanks, man, I appreciate it. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the day, General Hawk would make a comic book out of action figures, and he was on Joe Customs a lot, and if I'm old and my memory just left me. If you didn't ask me, I would have known what his name was, but he made me buy so many action figures because he would make these cool little storylines with them, and I'd be like, oh, now I gotta buy that. And then Ronnie Trickshot, I see that you say come to Australia. I don't know if you follow me on Instagram, you see I had to land in Australia when I went to New Zealand, and we went to the Lord of the Rings trip to Rohan, and you can see Cronin on a rock overlooking
Nice.
Rohan. on my Instagram page.
That's great.
I'm so jealous.
We got a
Yeah,
couple
what a-
good friends from
that's epic.
from Australia and New Zealand. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Listen, and I know, you know, we're going long, but New Zealand and Australia. Well, I only spent a little bit of time in Australia just to get onto another plane, but I have never. I mean, I've traveled mostly all around the United States and some of Canada. I haven't met anybody as nice as the people in New Zealand. They are absolutely fantastic, and that place is it's like a completely different world. That landscape and everything else, it just, you know, you would not think that something like that was actually real. And you know, like we just got done watching Predators Badland, and you know, they show some landscape stuff, and I turned to my wife, I said, that looks a lot like New Zealand. Well, they filmed it there.
Yeah, close, yeah.
You know, so it's a great place. I'm jealous of anybody who lives in New Zealand, and it's just so beautiful over there.
I am going to throw up the website one more time. Will, you got anything coming up?
Oh, do I have something coming up? First of all, I want to say thank you so much, guys. It's been way too long since we've hung out, so I'm really happy to be there. You also got me up early on a Saturday where I usually sleep in. Well, actually, until the beginning of this year, I was working Saturdays, so now I'm off Saturdays, so I could tune in. But I usually miss the show and I have to catch the replay. But really wanted to say was one. I'm so happy that you had Dennis on today because one of my biggest problems, and I've said it on my show a bunch of times, is I have you wouldn't believe this, but I'm a real shy fella. I won't reach out to people and say, would you come on the show? I just can't do it. I'll type out the message. I just can't send it. And Bob, my co-host, is always telling me that's something I have to work on
No, you don't.
in 2026. You know, it's something that I just can't do. I think I'm annoying people. They're busy. They're not going to want to come on, but I'm willing to have just about anyone on. So if you think I should have you on the show, and just don't offer, make me ask you, because I got to work on that this year.
Yeah, you should ask me because I would love to.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'd
for sure.
absolutely love to have you on,
Yeah.
and it doesn't even have to be about promoting something or
Yeah.
you know, a product or anything like that. We just talk toys. So you know, over on the Wilhelm channel, we do a show. It's called the 1/8 Team. It's not because we're saying that 1/18 scale is the best scale in the world, and we
Well,
hate
it
all
is.
other scales. We just don't say it. We just don't say it. It is, but we don't say it. No, it's just a place to celebrate 1/18 scale, right?
Yeah.
And it's because it's my favorite. And my hosts, we have a nice little crew. We go live Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. And tomorrow, today's the 17th. Tomorrow is 1/18, and I know it's a little corny,
Yeah.
but
No,
we
it's
Oh,
celebrate.
it's awesome. Yeah.
We celebrate 1/18, and on Sundays there's actually 3 shows that go live every Sunday. There is my show at 3 p.m., and these are just the ones that I'm aware of. If there's other shows, please, I'd love to more people into the fold. But then Outer Multiverse, he goes live at 7 p.m. on Sundays. And then
Good
there's
show, too.
Die Hard 3.75. Tony, he goes live at 9. So we're going to do a thing tomorrow where we're all going to jump on each other's shows. So,
that's
you
awesome.
know,
Oh, that'd be great.
That's
Tony and Audi will be on our show at 3 p.m. You know, I'll jump on with Outer Multiverse and Tony later in the day. And we're just celebrating 1/18 scale. Last year we did a Micronauts special because Micronauts are kind of like the granddaddy of them all.
Yeah.
They're the original OG 1/18 guys.
Yep.
So tomorrow I'm building a Micronauts set that I purchased last year, and it's set in storage still this year. So now I got to get it out and build it. And I'm also going to have some 1/18 scale goodies to maybe give away, and just have a great time. And you know, anyone who loves the 1/18 scale, you guys are welcome to come if you're available at 3 p.m. tomorrow. This is me inviting you guys right now, and that's you, Dennis, that's you, Casey, and Eric. You guys are all welcome to come on and
Oh,
chat
nice.
1/18 scale. So
Oh, yeah.
the more the merrier.
sure.
Like I said, it's 1/18 day. We got to
Yeah.
celebrate. It's our day. So you know, you guys are welcome. So I hope to see
Nice.
you guys there.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Probably will. It was
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't
So I'll shoot
actually.
you guys a link once I get the
Yeah.
stream set up.
Okay.
And
You-
you could pop in for 5 minutes. Guys, I don't care. You don't got to stay for the whole show. You could just pop in, say hi, show something cool that you have, or add to the conversation and bounce. I know people have lives, so it's not,
Yeah, but it ain't nothing that we want to do.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to fix the porch.
Yeah.
I got this really important meeting. I got to take this.
I got to do this.
So yeah.
All right. So I encourage everyone to watch that tomorrow. It should be a
Yep.
lot of fun.
3
Please check
p.m.
out Level 7 Toys. I
Yes,
will
thank
throw
you.
the thing up again because it's awesome that Will did that for me.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
Will's awesome.
No show next week. Sorry.
Oh,
No.
We will be traveling. We will be hopefully at Winterfest. Everything will work
Yep.
out. But the following week we should be doing a What Did We Get at Winterfest show.
Yes.
So
yeah.
some of you guys that go to Winterfest, let us know if you want to come on for that, and we can just do a big,
Yeah, I'd love to see
Round
what the show's
table of
like.
stuff
Yeah,
that we
take
got,
plenty of
yeah.
pictures, guys.
I
Yeah.
think Eric's going to go Instagram live quite a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. All right.
So
And I
we
want
should
to
get
try
some-
to video around and this
Yeah.
time try to make it to where I don't screw it up,
and
Casey.
honestly, this is the smaller of the two shows they have, and it's
Yeah.
still fantastic. So, well, watch your Instagram, buddy. We should be going live. And Winterfest is in a suburb of Louisville. It's called Shepherdsville, Kentucky.
Yep.
It's really nice. Two
Yeah,
shows
it's a
a
great
year.
show.
Yeah.
It's a real nice little show.
And they're the sworn enemies of Springfield, aren't they? No, that's a Simpsons
Yeah.
from The Simpsons. Shelbyville.
Also, I announced last night on Punk, and I know we're going long. I'm so sorry.
No.
We are going to be doing a every other night stream on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. starting in February.
Oh, cool.
So,
yeah.
you know, trying to reach out to people that can't get up on Saturday mornings with us and watch. We're still going to do our Saturday mornings because that's our jam. That's what we like. We like being compared to Saturday morning cartoons.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
hmm
So, but yeah, so there'll be 6 shows a month. And if I ever figure out how to do the little videos, we'll see those. All right. I'm a rambler, so I will tell everybody have a great week. Thank you so much, Dennis. Will, loved it.
It's
See
been
everybody.
awesome.